Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. 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 Hi everyone, and welcome to this piano tutorial where I'm going to teach you how to play Waymaker, which is by Sinach originally, but is performed by Leeland, and he's the one that made it popular. I love Leeland. He's an amazing artist. I've seen him live I think 3 or 4 times. But anyway, back to the lesson. So we're going to look at Waymaker today, which is a pretty simple song overall, but I do have something really good sounding for the intermediate or expert level pianists, and that would be like a little gospel twist to the end if you want to do that. Some people might like to do that for this song, and that's when we go. That's when we do that on the That Is Who You Are part. But anyway, I'll get there later. If you want to learn how to play worship piano like what I was playing there in the intro, then I would invite you to check out my book. It's called Basic to Amazing Worship Piano, and it's in a link in the description below. So let's get into the song now. First, let's look at what key this song is in. I like to do the songs in the original key for these tutorials. And this song is in the key of E. So let's look at the scale real quick and the scale degrees as well. The key of E has 4 sharps, and those sharps are F, C, G, and D. Those are our 4 sharps: F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp. All right, now let's, I'm just gonna play through the scale actually with my right hand and show you what the notes are and the scale degrees are. E is 1, F sharp is 2, G sharp is 3, A is 4, B is 5, C sharp is 6, D sharp is 7, and back to E, which is the 1. So before you play through this song or practice it or anything, I highly encourage you to play through the scale for this song with 2 hands, at least 1 octave. This is super important because that way you're going to get oriented with what keys you can play and what keys you can't play. You can't play a G natural, for example, on this song. It'll sound really bad. And if you play through the scale, that'll help you to skip over those mistakes. So I'm going to play the scale for you, hands together, and I'd invite you to play this along with me. Here we go. All right, there you have it. That's our E major scale. Please make sure to play through that before you practice. All right, now let's get into these chords here for this song. There are only 4 chords in this whole song, basically. So let's just look at those now. The first chord in this song is going to be the A major chord, and that is the 4 chord in the key of E. So the way that I recommend playing this is like this. In the left hand, we have, here's middle C, right here. So with the left hand, we're going to be right here. We're going to play A, E, A. 3 notes, just like that. And then for the right hand, what we're going to play is this E, A, and B. So altogether, that sounds and looks like this. For the right hand, you can also alternate between playing this and this. And both of those sound really nice over that A chord. So that's our first chord in the song. And then our next chord is E. And so for that one, we're going to take the left hand and we're going to jump down here. And we're going to play this for the left hand. E, B, E. So those three notes. And then for the right hand, we're going to play E, G sharp, B. So just a basic E chord. That's the starting point anyway. So it looks like that. That's how that sounds. You can also add this one, the F sharp, with the right hand. So you can hear it definitely makes it sound more full and just gives it a bigger sound. I use this note all the time, but our starting point is these three notes. Yeah, so that's the E chord. And the next chord in this song is a B. And that's going to be like this. We're coming from here with the left hand, so we're going to jump up here, and we're going to play this. B, F sharp, B. So we've got those three notes. And for the right hand, we're going to shift down just a little bit here. So this is where we just came from. And what we're going to do is move our thumb down to the D sharp, pointer finger on F sharp, and then pinky finger on B. So that's what that looks like. And that's our B chord. All right, and then the last chord in this song is a C sharp minor. And so let's look at that one. With the left hand, we're coming from here. We just move up to here, and we're going to play C sharp, G sharp, C sharp. And for the right hand, we're going to play E, G sharp, B. So altogether, it sounds like this. And for this one as well, you can put the two, the G or the F sharp on the right hand, and it sounds very nice. There's a lot of things you can do for the right hand on this chord that sound really, really cool. You can just move it around a little bit. It sounds awesome. I talk about those things in my book. But anyway, so that's how that chord is. And there you go, friends. That's basically all the chords, except there's one more. And that's when we sing, "That is who you are." When it repeats the phrase, "That is who you are." It's after the chorus. So what we're going to do there is we're going to play an A, like normal. But then instead of going all the way down to the E, we're going to do an E over G sharp. And again, this is for the "That is who you are" part. It's the only part of the song where we switch up the chords. So for "That is who you are, that is who you are." So then right there, we're going to play the E over G sharp. And that looks like this. We're coming from A. And what you're going to do with the left hand is put your pinky on G sharp, pointer finger on E, thumb on G sharp. That's how you play that. You also can take the thumb off if you would like. The slash chords can sound pretty nice if there's only two notes in the chord. So you could go, or you can play the three notes. But anyway, so that's the left hand. And then for the right hand, for that one, we're just going to play an E chord again. So we play E, G sharp, and B. All right, and there we go. That is for real, all the chords in the song Waymaker. Now for the intermediate or advanced pianist, I want to show you a little gospel kind of move that you can do, because I think this song can kind of call for a little bit of gospel in it. It's just really fun to do sometimes. I love playing this little move. And if you like the theory aspect of it, then it's a 3/6. So what that means is that we're making the 3 a dominant chord in the key of E. It's not a dominant chord in the key of E, it's just a minor 7th chord, but we're going to make the 3 a dominant chord and then go from there to the 6, because a dominant chord always leads you a 4th up. So 3 to 6 is a 4th. Anyway, that's the theory for the theory nerds. But let's just look at that. So it's just going to be, when we play through the chords, it looks like this. I'll just play it through for you once. All right, so that's what that thing looks like. And so it's gonna come from, it's gonna come right after the B in the song. So I'll just start from the B. So here's where we're at. That's where, that's kind of, you know, you don't have to just play this the whole time, but that's where we're coming from, is this B chord. And then what we're gonna do, the basic, I think the easiest way to do it, that sounds nice if you want that, sound, is to do this. We're on B, and then with the left hand, what we're gonna do is move up and play C natural, and then G sharp, C natural. And then with the right hand, we're actually going to play a diminished chord. So that gives it the spice, if you will. And so that chord is going to look like this. We've got D sharp, F sharp, A, C. So we've got 4 notes there. And all together, that sounds like this. And then a good way to play the C sharp minor after you do this chord right here is to do this. C sharp minor, like we've already gone over, is to put this C sharp on top here. And the reason for that is because when we play this chord, which is basically the 3 dominant, there's a lot of theory to it, but this is a dominant 3 chord. The top note that we have here is this C. So because this chord, this diminished chord, is quite unstable and there's so much tension to it, it should lead somewhere. The 2 places that it can lead to, theoretically, are the B or the C sharp. But since it's a C sharp chord, it sounds really great if we go there. All right, now that's the theory of it. So it goes, and that is basically what you're going to want to play for the right hand. That's, of course, E, G sharp, C sharp. All right, so there is a nice little gospel twist for the intermediate or advanced players that you can use for this song, and it's super fun. You might get some heads turning if you if you do that, depending on where you're at. I think people love it sometimes when you do that. But all right, anyway, that is that. Now, one more thing that we'll go over real quick is the rhythm of this song. And when you play the chords, this is just general rhythm principles. What you're going to want to do is play all of them together. Like, let's take the A, for example. I suggest play the whole thing together, and then play it a little bit. Or just play this with your right hand. Just do something with your right hand to fill out the space. And then, after you've done that, play this note separately with your left hand. So first you play with the left hand all together, and then separate. And that's a great way to keep the rhythm flowing. So what that's going to look like and sound like is this. What I do there, So you're going to want to do that for all the chords that you play on this song, of course. Now this is just basic rhythm principles if you need help with that. So I'll just play through the whole progression with that rhythm, showing you how it works. So we have, see that left hand there, and then E, arpeggiate the left hand like that, and then B all together, and then arpeggiate all together. All right, the more you can switch up things between hitting the chord at the same time and then playing things like with individual notes. Stuff like that, the better you're going to sound. All right, friends, and that's it. That's how you play Waymaker by Sinach and Leeland. So I really hope this piano tutorial was super helpful for you. And again, I would invite you, if you want to learn more and learn an amazing system for the right hand chords, the left hand chords, how to put them all together, and for improvisation as well. It's actually a fail-proof improvisation system that I have in the book, then I would warmly invite you to check that out. And I hope that if you check it out, that if you end up buying it, that it will greatly bless you. So have an amazing time playing this song, an amazing time worshiping Jesus, and much love and blessings.